Beth? Oh my god, look at her face. What on earth? Look at her hand as well, she's munted. Unless this is some kind of flashback or something, but no, this is going to be the now.
I'm Dr. Stephen Edwards. This is Officer Don Lerner. How are you feeling?
Yeah, but this must be a flashback because there's no way that they have people going around saying, "Oh, this is Officer da 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 da" now, right? Like we're not going to sit here and say, "Oh, this is Officer Grimes." I mean, maybe right at the start, but now that we know that everything has gone to utter garbage, there is none of that. Unless she's hallucinating, unless this is some kind of. Although she looked outside and it looked destroyed.
How did I get here?
My officers found you on the side of the road surrounded by rotters.
Your wrist was fractured and you sustained a superficial head wound.
Followed by what? Rotters?
Can you remember your name?
Is that what they call them?
The man I was with, is he here too?
You were alone. If we hadn't saved you, you'd be one of them right now.
No. I don't like her.
So you owe us.
Instant reaction. No. Cut the crap, man. You owe us. Like, bro, are you taking the mickey? Wait, who does that mean that Daryl was with? Because Daryl chased after the car. To me, that just, for some reason, immediately trips like, power sort of, I don't know, I'm not
I tried to do what I could.
Well, if this doctor seems genuine, you know, he seems alright. I don't know. Why are they still using, I mean, I understand why they might be still using the uniform because they may have been the clothes they were stuck with, but to still like, act like officers and then, I don't know. The face doesn't look like she's been attacked by walkers, it looks like she's been bloody smacked over the face or the head. Because it just doesn't make sense, eh? What's with that weird house that was all set up perfectly? What's with like them scoping that area in specific? How they happened to be there at that exact time? The dog that was roaming around that seemed to have been fed. Like there's always there's too many variables, and that was a plot that sort of went into the back burner because we had all this other stuff going on with Terminus. It's the same again for me. But I will say this: when we were talking about Terminus before they all tried to kill us, before we found out they were all cannibals and everything, I did say, could there be good people here under the wrong leadership and basically just doing what they can to survive? Because that is the thing we need to consider. Not everyone in every group has to be evil. And just because people don't stand up, that doesn't make them bad people. It makes them frightened people, you know? Like, it's really, really complex. This doctor gives me good vibes. I don't know what it is, but he genuinely gives me, like, he tries to help people sort of thing. But that lady, like, you can see her. Look at that photo right. You can see her right there. Maybe she's just skeptical of Beth. I don't know. Doesn't feel right.
It's the fastest way down.
Jesus Christ. Well, that doesn't sound like a fun place to be down there.
I'm Gorman. When someone does you a favor, it's courtesy to show some appreciation.
I'm sorry,
Unless you
but
want me to write down everything you're taking.
some people just aren't good. Some people are assholes.
Until then, you've got laundry duty, and I want my uniform washed separately and pressed.
What? Why? Once again, why? We just learnt this exact fact with Terminus. If they just picked Beth up because she was in trouble, they don't know who she was, what she'd be capable of. They don't know what group she's a part of. Do you see where I'm coming from? So, unless there's some kind of purpose to it, doesn't make sense.
Sit down. Don doesn't have to know.
It's a weird thing, the more you take, the more you owe. Like, I get it, like, it's like paying for it, but that leads me to believe that the people that, they've got this kind of structure set up where people that they believe offer more get paid or get given more or get more perks. Like, you see that lady in there on that treadmill, getting people to fold her clothes, do her laundry. You know, she probably eats whatever she wants.
We got a new one.
Found his wallet. His name's Gavin Trevitt.
Got a new one. So they're genuinely
Fell from the
saving
first floor apartment, trying to get away from some.
He's lost a lot of blood and his vitals are dropping. I don't think he's gonna make it.
We've already given him gas.
I got this. You said you wanted to save people, so save him.
I don't even know the extent of his injuries. Look, this one's a loser. You said you didn't want me wasting resources.
Well, today I want you to try.
Could this just be some dramatic, I don't know, way of like trying to act like good people in front of Beth? That's just the first thing that comes to mind. Like if she before was just like, oh, don't waste resources, don't save people like that you don't know if you can save. Why is she all of a sudden, now that Beth's around, being like, save him?
Tension in the thorax, punctured lung. Beth, I need a large hollow needle in that cabinet.
Just this lady, man, something about it, she's not right. Maybe it's all about, like, using him to satisfy her, like, I'm saving people, look at me. I don't know.
Make it?
He fell from a building, Dawn.
Is he going to make it?
What do you think?
This was a waste of resources.
What the
Steve, try to grasp the stakes here.
What are you doing? You slapped Beth for like, bro, what did you didn't say anything? I just get this vibe, like she wants to be that sort of person that single-handedly saves people's lives so she can say to people, look what I've done.
Noah left you a new shirt.
What's wrong with this one?
She likes
Right.
things neat.
She likes things neat.
She's lucky we found her. You have two choices. Either we cut off your arm or you do.
Prove eating and
Gorman, get out of here!
It's anesthetic. You need it.
Go to hell. She made her choice. Do it.
See what I mean?
I can't have you want her to die.
Beth, you need to hold her down. Do it now. Now.
Bro, what the hell, man? They go out, stroll the streets, find people that don't really need their assistance, and I don't know, I just get the feeling like... Because when Beth was running out, she may have been fighting a walker, but I don't believe that I saw that many. It didn't look like there were that many, and Daryl was right behind her. And how did she get this? Walker's not just gone up and... I don't know, is that supposed to be a scratch, I guess? But it looks to me like it's been split open. I mean, she's got a broken hand. Right, she's been hit over the head and boom, she breaks her fall with... I don't know, the first thought that comes to my head every single time is this is all about image.
I'm not going back to...
You don't have to.
You can't control them.
I will.
You ready?
Jesus Christ. Imagine having to do that to someone, man. This is the guy I want to talk to.
I'm Noah. The Lollipop Guild.
No. Oh, that was him.
Figured you'd use a pick me up after this morning.
Because look, he's like doing everyone's
Just about
laundry,
the
which
whole
I'm there
job.
if he's help with that. But that's his job, then that's his job. But
Fit.
not the way she was talking to him before.
How long have you been here?
It's about a year.
So once you're here, you don't go. Is that what they're trying to say? Jesus, whole year.
Dad and I were both pretty messed up when they found us. They said that they could only save one. For the longest time, I actually believed them.
Yeah, bull crap.
Dad was bigger, stronger, would have been a threat.
This is what I'm saying. Like, maybe they do find people that are injured. Maybe they do. But then after that, it's all about controlling them. It's all about using them for their own personal gain. And if they're not useful, they kill them. So it's not really about helping people, right?
And Dawn just looked the other way.
Yeah.
She's in charge, but
See what I mean?
just barely.
I'm not staying any longer than you make me.
Whoa.
You know, you shouldn't see this as a sentence. I'm giving you food, clothes, protection. None of those things ever did.
I never asked for your help.
But you needed it.
Yeah, now she doesn't. Adios, amigos.
Try to look at the good we're doing.
Obviously, she's weird.
Hard as it was, we saved Joan's life. Trevitt's life. We saved your life.
I guess she is using we there, but...
I'm keeping all of us going here. If we take, we give back. It's only fair.
I get that logic, right? But it's just... It's too...
Keep working off what you owe and you'll be out of here in no time.
See what I mean? Keep working off what you owe. Like, we saved your life. Look at this debt you're in. Like, how much is the debt? How much? How much do they expect? The other guy's been here for a whole year.
You have to eat. Otherwise, you'll get weak.
But then you're in even more debt with that logic.
You won't heal, you'll require more treatment, and you won't be able to do your job.
What did he do to you?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, what did who do?
Because it's easy to make a deal with the devil when you're not the one paying the price.
I'm sorry, but that's gone over my head completely. What did he do to you? I don't like this place. I really don't. I just... So I'm just thinking, all I can think about now as well is Daryl. Daryl came back after following the car that presumably took Beth. Who was with him? You can come out now, he says. You can come out now. Like, it would be Carol and someone else, you know? The only thing I can think of that would work, technically, if we needed to infiltrate this place, is having someone go in injured after Beth. I don't know, if we somehow knew that it wasn't right. Somehow, I don't know. Like, imagine one of our group shows up in this place and Beth is here. Then what? Like, sort of working away from the inside.
This is yours, ain't it?
Oh, for God, what a dick. You mug.
I don't want it.
Oh, come on now. I just want to be sure I'm returning this to its rightful owner.
She's gonna just have to do what he says. You're disgusting, man.
Leave her alone.
Girl should have been mine.
Nobody's yours.
Girl
Woman.
should have been mine.
Nobody. And if you think you're getting Joan back,
Oh, I'm gonna get her back. You think Dawn's gonna stop me?
Getting Joan back here. Dawn's gonna stop me.
I won't.
You stepping up, Doc?
What happens when you get sick, Gorman?
Exactly.
When you get an infection?
He's the only one that can save your ass. You can't hurt him.
Gorman.
They all don't like her either. Oh,
When I start thinking about it too much, I come down and look at this.
basically can't leave. Well, how do they get out and drive around like loonies? Jesus. Freaking Christ. All I can say is, at least it's fortified.
We started going out on runs, few of us at a time. We'd see people who needed help,
We'd save them.
barely holding on, but Dawn said we couldn't spare the resources. So we
She's-
struck a deal.
She's always
I'd use what I
been
could
like
to
that.
heal him, and he'd compensate us for those resources for service.
Oh, so that's what the deal was. I guess in the apocalypse, when you think about it, like, is it really the worst logic? Obviously, it's going against... It's not a very moral thing to do, but we've gone over this a billion times. What decisions are moral? I'm not saying I would do this, because clearly there are people that are trapped against their will. Clearly there are people that don't want to be here. Clearly this, clearly that. And then it becomes more of a self-interest rather than... The original plan, the original idea of it was to help people. This is no sanctuary. People are going to want out from the inside. It's not secure. That's what I'm saying. The fact that there's unrest inside this place and it's surrounded by walkers leads me to believe it's just not a safe place. It's not.
How about you look into Mr. Trevor, call it a day?
Okay.
He's stable, due for another 75 milligrams of clozapine.
I don't think there's any getting out, man. I just don't. With this debt that you owe us. Why do I think as well? She's being trained up. She's being trained up by him. And then the minute someone's capable, he's going to be killed because... I don't know.
Still at it, huh?
Hey.
I like that guy. He's sweet, man.
No.
What did you do to him?
Did
He
what
was
the doctor
fine
said.
until the two of you were alone with him.
It was an accident. Beth left to get some gauze. I was mopping. I must have unplugged the ventilator somehow. It only stopped for a minute.
Whoa.
Take him to my office.
Oh.
Dawn, it was an accident. Well, you gave him clonazepam, right?
You said clozapine?
I didn't.
Oh, gosh. I don't remember what he said, but that doesn't feel right. They're beating him. What the hell?
Noah's smart. Probably my best work.
You wanna know something crazy, but like, this is gonna sound mental, but already I despise her more than I did the governor. Maybe I just don't know enough about her story. Like I said, it took a long time for me to think about why those other characters ended up the way they did. And then if he lied to her as well, like it's... I mean, here's me thinking he's a good person. Maybe he's just a very good bloody actor.
Was not much of a liar.
If you knew, then why did you...
I
Beat
didn't
him.
want to. I had to. Every sacrifice we make needs to be for the greater good.
You know her eyes creep me out, eh?
The
Like,
second it isn't, the second we lose sight of that, it's all over. The thing is, you're not the greater good. You're not strong enough.
I am strong.
How many people had to risk their lives to save you?
I take it she is the leader. I get really weird feelings though because the other cops, like, they have clearly mentioned that they don't like her, but they all seem like assholes as well. So I'm just trying to think who really is running this place.
I saw this the night you came in.
Oh, for God's
this bullshit too?
sakes.
Some people just aren't meant for this life, and that's okay.
I just see a snapped person, eh? I just look at her and I just see someone that's
As
off,
long as they don't take advantage of the ones who are.
unhinged, off the edge. I don't know what
It's
to
not
think,
as bad
eh?
as it looks. Dawn needed Trevor for something. I know that's what that was about.
Dawn needed Trevor for something. Because that's the thing, eh? She was adamant for that guy to bring him in and save him. Why?
I'm going with you.
They're gonna break out together. Maybe that's who Daryl's saying coming out to.
She keeps a spare key to the elevator bank somewhere in the office.
Why do
Maybe
I
you
feel
can
like
find
this
it.
plan has been gone through a billion times, but it's just not gonna work?
Yeah.
Like, he's like her puppy, man. Operation Breakout. Holy shoot, man. Whoa! Oh, shoot, is that even the one?
Hey there.
Oh, God.
I hope I'm not interrupting. Maybe she doesn't have to know. Maybe there's another solution. You know?
Disgust.
Work something out here. Lucky for me.
Infected from the inside. Can they control an
You're not a
outbreak?
fighter.
Because there aren't that many people, are there? Yeah, I'm sorry, but that has to be one of the most satisfying deaths I've seen. There's nothing redeeming about that guy. He's not a single redeeming factor.
Beth? Everything okay?
Joan was looking for you. I saw her and Gorman headed towards your office.
Thank you,
Does she
Ben.
fall for her? Out now! Don't tell me they're going down there. Oh my gosh! Please tell me he gets out as well. I like that guy a lot, but come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh gosh almighty, he just broke his freaking leg, didn't he? They've got no weapons as well. But did she find... Oh, she grabbed a gun. Come on, Beth. Oh, there you go, look. Look. How did they get from Daryl chasing a car? Do they just get in a car and drive off or what? Oh, for God's sakes. You're taking the mickey.
You know what's happening here, and you let it happen. You're letting it.
So that we make it.
No one's coming, Dawn. No one.
I just don't know who's in charge because every time they have conversations, it's like she genuinely believes she's doing the right thing. But that's so dangerous, eh? That's got to be one of the most dangerous things. Like, if she's so detrimental, why keep her? Why then re-kidnap her? Oh,
Well, that should about do it.
I'm not convinced I completely trust this guy anymore either.
Doctor? That's why you had me give him the wrong meds, right? Why you had me kill him?
Oh!
Because if he had lived, there'd be
Oh!
you. She wouldn't protect you.
That's why! Is she gonna kill him? Because surely does Beth not start thinking to herself about... Oh, for God's sakes, you utter mugs! How? Bro, holy shoot. I'm telling you now, this season, in terms of leaving you on notes of like, what the... Like, you don't know what to think. It is spot on. First we get the little clip of Daryl returning back, because they were obviously gone for however long, returning back with we don't know who. And now we get this situation of Carol turning up at the thing without Daryl. So how is that manifested? My first thought is, like I said in the reaction, maybe it's some kind of plan to get Carol in there to save... I don't know. That boy escaped. Carol and bloody hell, I can't speak. Carol and Daryl find him, speak to him, explain that Beth's in there, blah, blah, blah. Maybe there's some kind of conversation about it. The only way to get in is to send someone in and manipulate them from the inside. That's just a feeling I'm getting. So yeah, now Carol's inside. So like I said, that is weirdly, it scares me, but at the same time, I'm very, very happy because it means they can work. They've got chemistry, they know each other and they know how to do stuff. We're getting out of this. We are getting out of this, for goodness sakes. What a start to this. I'm going to call this a start to the season almost, like, because it felt like we had the Terminus and the Termites, and that kind of felt like last season and the start of the season's mumbo jumbo. Like, it kind of didn't really feel like a main series arc. This feels like the beefiness of it. This feels like this could be something that we deal with for an extended period of time, you know. All my questions were answered. I think during the reaction, it's one of the ones where I was most like, why, what? It just, none of it worked. And then now we get understanding of it. They don't want to waste their resources, so... Wait, why the hell do they have 3 bloody cops then? If she's the leader, I was like, maybe if she feels threatened, this, that, the other, but she must be the leader. There's no way she's getting replaced. It's just now, yeah, Beth, like, they consider her... I'm surprised they haven't killed her, if I'm completely honest with you, but maybe they feel like they need her. But then when do they decide that she's... I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to talk much about that, guys, in particular. This episode was fantastic. Probably one of my favourite ones in terms of its ambiguity. Like, we got so much hinting towards Beth and where's Beth and Daryl going after her and all these different things. We've got so much towards that, and now we've got a large amount of substance as to where she is, what she's going through. And once again, it's with people that, I don't know, like, it's weird because I was sort of saying in the reaction, Terminus started bad, ended, I don't know, you could even argue that the governor's, I forgot what the place was called, but you could even argue that was, in essence, it had a good sort of foundation. Obviously what the governor was doing on the side and the secrecy and all these different things wasn't good, but the foundation was right. So it had a good initial focus. Then you had a good initial focus with the Terminus. This doesn't feel like it started good at all. Like, this feels like you've got someone in charge who has a very obscured view of the world. An obscured view that does not make sense, that doesn't fit right. Who believes in maximizing resource use. Oh, people in debt and almost she seems like power tripped, and she, I don't know, like, I can't put my finger on her character. This does seem like a little bit of something else there as well. Like, what caused her to snap? What's her backstory? I'm intrigued. But the point is now they've got this weird, I'm going to call it a farm, you know. I'm going to call it a farm of people. Like, they bring people in, they save people, only to figure out their worth and then off them and not let them escape, or because they don't want to keep everyone here. So if someone turns up and they're useless, that's the crazy thing, because then there's that scene when she's like, I want to save this guy, save him now, and you're like, what the frick, why? It all makes sense, because anyone else you wouldn't save. But the fact that he was a doctor, and she doesn't like the doc we've got now, because she can't control him the way she wants to, because he bargains. She wants to be able to run this place without people questioning her. That's why she's imposing violence and showing how big she is, and she feels like it's the only way she can get people to listen and follow her. And you think Carol's going to want to be bossed around like that? No! Beth doesn't want to be bossed around like that. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait to the next episode. I can't watch one now, but I'm going to start editing this now and get it out ASAP. But yeah, what a start. I definitely prefer this opening than to Terminus. Like, I liked the start of Terminus and how we went into that with, like, so many questions and all that. But this feels even better. Like, this feels more threatening. Clearly, they're not hiding the fact that they're trying to keep people here. That's what also scares me. It's not manipulative. It's not like the governor who's actually offering you reason to stay. They're like, this is what we're doing. You deal with it or you die. And they're not afraid to show their colours in front of other people. Like, we've seen it in this reaction. And then that explains why there's so little people. It really does. But anyway, I think I spoke a lot last reaction. The whole end of the Termites thing was... They felt like a really quick plot. Like, it's something I expected to last longer. Is that just me? I don't know. Sometimes that happens though, eh? Sometimes you get a new character and you're like, oh yeah, this is going to be the next big person, and then they're gone within a few episodes. Something about this feels a lot longer lasting. Anyway, my ultimate theory is that we have sent Carol in here on purpose. I don't believe she's just somehow been separated from Daryl and Like, Daryl wouldn't allow it. He would fight his ass up for it. He's not going to let another person fall beneath his fingers or slip between his fingers. No, I think this is planned. While Beth was there, we brought in multiple new people. So that very well could explain why they saw the car again. So now it's just a matter of, following the car, seeing the guy run out, talking to him, asking if Beth's there, boom, 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 boom. He even explains everything. They want in, boom. Are we going to get a flashback? Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited. What a start. You know what? People said and have been saying to me this is the best season, or one of the best seasons of The Walking Dead. So far, it is living up to that expectation, 110%. To summarise, I don't like her. I didn't like her from the first second. I was wrong about the doctor, obviously with him lying to Beth. I thought that was something different, but it makes sense. He's doing what he can to survive. It's immoral, yes, but what's he supposed to do? In that scenario, like, if you think about that scenario, right? You knew that someone coming in would result in you being out and basically dying in the wilderness, or being killed in here. What would you do? I feel like most people in the real world would be like, I wouldn't kill someone, period. But these are testing circumstances. He's seen the outside world. The apocalypse has changed these people, and I spoke about it so much last reaction. I'll speak about it again. We cannot infer what we would do in their position because we have no idea how it would change us. We don't. So we have to think about that. What would you do? Does that make him a bad person? Shit, man, of course he just killed someone, but it explains why he was so adamant not to save him as well, eh? We don't waste resources. Anyway, and I think I'm going to leave that there, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, Daniel Reid with 2 Ds. And as if you let me know down below what you thought of the episode, the reaction, I'll get to those as soon as possible. I've actually not spent a lot of time in the comments recently. I apologise about that. I'll try to reply to more as much as possible. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. As ever, this has been your boy Dan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.